Hi, I'm Tom. I'm the new lead minister of what is becoming the Light Church in Royal Wootton Bassett, Calne Deanery, right up in the north of Salisbury Diocese. And I've been asked by colleagues at the diocese to record a occasional vlog just sharing some of our church planting journey over the coming months. So that's what I'll try and do. We were commissioned on the 4th of February by Bishop Andrew to be a new church, reaching those that are not currently connecting with church or faith in Jesus across Calne Deanery. And we've been meeting quietly since that point on Sundays. I mean, I say quietly, it doesn't really feel particularly quiet, but without any kind of advertising ahead of launching publicly on Easter Sunday. So that's what we've been working towards at the moment. And I've just been thinking about a sort of couple of early reflections of some of the things that I'm learning on this journey. I came to a conclusion many years ago, not just from scripture but also from what I see in life, that God is rich beyond our wildest dreams, and that if a plan is his plan, then it's actually his responsibility to provide for it. I don't mean we don't have to do something within that, but that if God orders something, it's his responsibility to pay the bill. It sounds a bit flippant, but I think I really do believe that. But sometimes I'm learning that his provision comes in forms other than what we expect. It doesn't mean that he's not providing, it just means the provision doesn't come exactly as I'd envisaged it being. I think like a good example of that at the moment is, I always knew that we were going to be a church without a building. I sort of assumed that I'd be living in the area in which I was ministering when we got to the point of starting. That hasn't happened. But actually it's been an enormous gift to us, because in my imagination I'd thought, well, it's fine, we don't need a building, as long as I'm living in the area we can run all kinds of things out of my home. But because we don't have that yet, we've been moving around different people's homes within our planting team, and it's really helping growing a sense of ownership and I guess sort of like collective vision for this thing. And it's actually a gift. I actually wouldn't choose it to be any different than what it is now. And it's God's provision for us, but just in a form different to what I expected. I actually can see that it's shaping our sort of whole sense of character and calling, the fact that we're moving around people's homes. I wouldn't have done that if I'd had a home in Royal Wootton Bassett at this point. So God is rich beyond our wildest dreams, and sometimes his provision, I'm being reminded of, comes in ways other than what I was expecting. And honestly, my insights aren't really that profound, but my other sort of insight, which is impressed on me all the time, is just the importance of praying. How praying changes things. How we see already God answering prayers about all kinds of things. Praying's uniting us as well. We've come from a few different churches to form the sort of scaffolding under which the Light Church will be built. And praying is uniting us, but praying specifically for me is teaching me and reminding me that neither success or failure, whatever those words mean, belong to me. Because if we're seeking to follow faithfully, if we're casting all our cares on him, I'm just continually reminded that when stuff goes well, it's actually him, the Lord, that's doing that. And equally, if we're not getting our identity, if I'm not getting my identity from what goes well, I also don't need to get my identity from what goes badly. I don't mean I don't want to learn lessons as we go through this, but neither success or failure belong to me if we're rooting everything in prayer. It's his responsibility to bear that weight for us. So those are some of the things I'm learning at the moment, and just wrestling with keeping right at the forefront of who we are, that the most important thing we can ever do for anybody is introduce them to Jesus. We can't do anything more loving, anything more kind. I just keep repeating this to myself all the time. So those are a few of my early reflections on this church planting journey. Thanks for listening along.